Want to see more?
It's coming soon to a television set near you. An incredibly advanced video game system. Are you ready for these amazing graphics and vibrant colors? Can you handle the speed and the power? How about the capacity for stereo sound and for 5 players? You decide before September, because it's coming. TurboGrafx 16, the higher energy video game system. Games sold separately.
Let's face it, being sick is better than being in school. But it does get a little boring. I mean, how many Laverne and Shirley reruns can a guy watch? That's why this pocket pinball game is just what the doctor ordered. It's lots of fun, and it's small enough to play anywhere. And the built-in alarm tells you when it's time to get more sympathy. Mom, I need something to drink. You gotta milk a good thing for all it's worth.
Pinball, the unboard game by Nintendo.
Decepticons are attacking our launch site. Where's Prime? He's on Cybertron. It's up to you, Ultra Magnus. Autobots, transform and mount up.
When Ultra Magnus rolls into action, he takes on Decepticons.
Meet Ultra Magnus. He can transport 4 Autobots into battle. But once there, he transforms into my powerful Autobot commander.
The Transformers.
The Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro. And coming this summer, Transformers the movie.
You've never seen anything like it.
He's the epitome of evil. And he's on the prowl in the 3rd dimension. It's Wario. The diabolical one has gone 3D, where evil runs deep and danger comes out of nowhere in the most incredible adventure ever seen on Virtual Boy. It's Wario Land, a 3D game for a 3D world.
Wait till they get a load of me!
Message for Ronald McDonald!
I do believe this mailbox is addressing me. McDonald's Happy Meal.
Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And
oh shit,
this is the the best show on the internet.
I didn't think we were going to make it there for a minute. Hang on,
I know. Getting by once again by the skin of our teeth, as they say.
Oh boy,
he needs a napkin, folks. He needs. Anybody got a sham wow?
It's okay. We're good. We're good. I don't need.
What was that guy's name? Victor with the sham wow.
Victor with the sham. Did he do something?
Yeah, he like touch kids or something.
I'm gonna get a towel.
Well, folks, this is the best show on the internet, Brain Wreck Show. We are the only recipients of the Wooden YouTube Award. We are the Woody Harrelson of podcasts, completely underrated, but legend. And we're also the Danny DeVitos of digital media.
Hey, there we go.
Explain what that means.
Wait, what am I talking about?
Hmm.
There's just beer all over my desk now. I'm sorry.
You're just a mess.
There was so much. I have been so prepared for tonight's show for like the last hour, at least. And then to no fault of my own, just disaster everywhere.
Are you sure that's not your fault?
Why would it be my fault? I didn't do anything. It's never my fault.
Okay, Trump.
Sir, what do you take me for?
Person that can't handle his beer.
I just wanted like.
There you go. Go. Chug, chug, chug.
Listen, I'm not. I'm classy, okay? Listen.
Clearly.
It's a classy show.
You're doing great.
I am. I'm doing great.
We're all doing great. It's been a hell of a week, folks. We went on a few roller coaster rides this week.
Where did you go?
Oh, brother, I came on down.
Oh, you did.
And so did you.
We did.
Yeah, because folks, we had ourselves a little impromptu Saturday night. Saturday
night.
Friday. Was it Friday?
I'm pretty sure it was Friday. When? No. Yeah, that was Friday.
Was it?
Yeah, that was Friday because the next night you were watching it again, I think. Or was it? Everything is like a blur right now. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. It was Friday.
It was Friday.
Because you had some obligations. Saturday night for your TV primetime watching experience.
Actually, no, I didn't, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
All right.
But Friday, I don't even remember what I was doing Friday. We did our date night.
You failed at a stream.
That's what it was. No, I didn't fail. Like, that never happened. Nothing happened. Nothing. Okay, so here's what happened.
Okay, what happened?
So we've been talking about, like, how I'm going to be doing more, like, gaming streams and stuff like that. Because, like, it's a good outlet. It gets me back into the gaming stuff. It gets more content onto this channel. Because, folks, I don't know if you know this, but Brainwreck is growing. We're no longer just a weekly show on Wednesday nights,
and not just wider.
And we're getting taller, which it's okay. But yeah, we've got all sorts of shows. We've got all sorts of content. Oh, dude, my knees are killing me. Actually, my neck is killing me. But the goal is to continue to add content because listen, we need to build subscribers. We're 14 away from 100. So if you're watching this,
that's the goal.
If you're watching this show right now and you're not subscribed, let me tell you something. Just scroll the page up or down, whichever way you're at. There's a little button that says subscribe. Just click that. Just click it. You want to click it because you are going to have so much fun. And your life will instantly become better because you're going to be part of a community.
That's right.
You're going to become
we have a lawyer.
Friends. No, we don't. He's a friend.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Who doesn't provide legal advice.
Not on this show.
Not on this show.
On any show.
Well, I mean, some shows.
Is he a rule? Should we make him a rule?
We'll figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to get a ruling on that.
Okay.
If you're on a mobile, you need to close the chat box to find the subscribe button. Hey, mobile first, folks. It's the way to
YouTube.
go.
What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. But listen, you're going to become our friends. You're going to have access to hours and days of content and more content to come. So hit that subscribe button.
That's true.
Become our friend. We'll become your friend. Let's go on this journey together. Come with us. If you're
come, my lady. Come, my lady.
Oh,
you're my butterfly, sugar baby. No,
I don't.
That was Crazy Town, which I always confused with O Town, which is the fictional town in Rocco.
Also, the band O Town.
There was a band O Town.
It was a boy band.
I did not know this. Enlighten me.
That's where my knowledge starts and stops. So Friday night, I was like, okay, it's WrestleMania weekend, brother. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another retro game stream. I pulled out the No Mercy emulator. I had a great mod for it. I am just ripping ass, by the way, and I don't know why. It had a great mod. It's throwing me off. I'm sorry. It's bothering me, if that tells you anything about it.
Your poor cats.
They're not in here. They're with the parent they like. And basically,
the better one.
From the start of the stream to the end of it, everything just went to shit. It crashed. My controller wasn't working. Music wasn't working. Graphics weren't working. Oh God! Fail stream with one viewer. Yes, Bergman was there. He saw it. So he was the only person there. It was great. So it was basically just
there is a witness.
It was a good opportunity just to hang out and talk with our lawyer.
If you will.
Yeah. So I was feeling very down, very glum about it because I had my hopes up all week long. Like, this was the thing. Outside of this show and Don't Be an Asshole on Thursday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern, it was the one thing last week that I was really looking forward to. And
oh, by the way, in the chat, apparently there was a level in Mario 64 called O-Town. There you go.
With so much O's
in that
all
town.
around. Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
And it just failed. So it was a big failure. I was feeling terrible about it. And then you were like, watching The Price is Right. You can just jump on to Discord.
Everything's gravy.
And I was like, you know what? Yeah, why not? Like, this is, what else is there at this point? And I got to say,
right?
We had what I thought was a blast.
It was a hell of a time.
It was a real hoot. Like it is like, this was a new way. And I mean, like, you would think, okay, number one, you would think with a pandemic that this would be something that more people are doing, but I feel like they're not. Just interacting with people like via video chat and stuff. And then also through the power of technology, like,
and Pluto TV.
And thank goodness for
the grace of God for Pluto TV.
Pluto TV definitely needs to be a rule.
Yes.
At this point. Where does Pluto TV fall in the rule list?
What planet was Pluto?
It's the ninth rule.
It's the ninth rule.
It's the ninth rule. Ninth rule.
There
Pluto TV is the way.
Is the way.
It's the way.
I have spoken.
Yeah. And listen, it's free on whatever streaming device you have. You just roll over to the classic Price is Right section.
It's amazing.
Boy, did we have a good time. I'm more familiar with like mid-90s Bob.
Oh, old Bob.
Because that's what I grew up on. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so what the episodes we were watching were from 83.
Yes.
That was still old Bob.
I mean, Bob was never young.
Bob had some Rudy Giuliani hair going on. Like, I was waiting for him to start melting, I swear. But it times were different.
Different times.
Wow. Holy cow, dude. Like, you've been telling me about, like, all the inappropriate stuff that goes on. Yeah, you weren't kidding, man.
You missed a doozy Saturday night.
Oh, yeah?
I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you want a snapshot at where society was in the late 70s and early 80s, not that long ago.
Not that long ago.
Tune into Pluto TV, watch some Price is Right, because damn. Cars, like brand new cars, were like $6,500, and people were excited for them.
Yeah, and they're a piece of shit too.
Fucking clunkers. No, that one woman won that sick ass truck.
I mean, that sick ass truck was fucking awesome.
And I gotta tell you something.
But that was a showcase truck.
That was a showcase truck, but still. What are your guys' thoughts on Drew Carey as the host of The Price is Right? I don't mind it.
The man's trying to collect a paycheck, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what?
He could be a little bit more excited.
Sure.
He comes across as a man that does not give a fuck.
Which sometimes I kind of enjoy, because there are some people who are like super excited on that show. And you can just tell that Drew's having a bad day, and he's like, "Yep, I do not care," and I love that. It's that's pretty enjoyable to watch. But oh shit, where was I going?
Cars. We were talking about the showcase truck.
The showcase truck. Like, that was a good truck.
Oh, and like, folks, if you're ever on The Price is Right and you're in the showcase showdown and you get first dibs, you always pass.
No.
The first.
No,
showcase.
Because there was the woman who passed the one, and what, she got like a bed frame and an organ.
That's true. She did get a bed frame and an organ.
And I think the other woman ended up getting like a trip to France.
Well, you don't pass if it's a fucking trip.
There are rules.
Yeah.
Much like this show, there are rules to The Price is Right. You
exactly.
have to be on the lookout for the car. If you get the car, you do not pass. If you get the trip, you do not. Well, sometimes I have seen them throw a car in on the next showcase if there's a trip in the first one. But it's, maybe not everybody needs a car. Maybe not everybody needs a trip.
Well, they didn't do that. I mean, for the time frame we were watching the show, it's always one loaded showcase, and then the other one, like you said, gets like an organ, a china set,
brass bed frame.
10 by 10 square of carpet.
Yeah.
Um,
It's all shag. Like, here's the thing. Couple things I noticed about the show. A lot of wicker. A lot of brass. And
from Bergman, guys, are you talking recommendations for weird game show watches on Pluto? Yes.
Yeah, I think we are.
Yes, we are. Because it's worth your time.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch.
But the other thing I got a kick out of too was just how brutal Bob could be to the contestants.
Oh yeah,
like the one woman who he told he was going to kick her in the knee.
That's right.
He was like, if you don't get that wheel all the way around, I'm going to kick you in the knee. And then when the next woman comes up and he goes, and if you don't get it all the way around, I'm going to kick you in the ankle. And I'm just like, Bob.
Coming out swinging.
What the fuck, man? Holy shit. Vanna White had the best and easiest job.
Still does.
Still does.
She's still working.
So good for them.
So is Pat. He could give a flying fuck at this point. Holy crap. Have you watched The Wheel of Fortune lately?
I've not watched The Wheel of Fortune since
my mom has gotten on the wheel. Like, she's retired now.
Yeah.
So like all she does is watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. So like I come over and the Wheel of Fortune's on and fucking dinosaur Pat Sajak still up there looking like he could give any shit at all.
You know what's
and Vanna's spinning the letters. Still spinning those letters.
Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune really became a staple in a number of households because people were just too lazy to change the channel after the news.
That's right.
That's 100% what it is.
And then if you waited long enough, The Simpsons were on.
The Simpsons came out. Because you got the news. It was the news, Jeopardy. Or no, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, The Simpsons. Yep.
Yeah. Oh shit.
They had it locked down.
But yeah, this is something we need to do more of. Is
group watch The Price is Right?
Is group watching Price is Right? And folks, hey, in the chat, if you have Pluto, okay,
and you want to join us,
this is something I've been thinking a lot about actually because
listen,
we've been talking all the time about growing this channel, growing the network, adding more shows, adding more content. You and I right now are using Discord.
Yes.
We have a Discord for this show, for this network. There are, a lot of streamers, a lot of people, they build Discords for their community. I think at some point here soon, maybe not right away, but like maybe in the next couple of months, be on the lookout. Everybody who's watching, everybody who's hanging out, we're going to open up the Discord to the community.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point down the road, what I think we'll try to do is some group watching of some classic game shows where we'll just kick back, we'll throw out responses, we'll take guesses, we'll do prizes. But listen, it's not gonna. I mean, we ain't got any prizes for you guys.
Come on down.
But listen, we'll do it.
$1.
It'll be a big group thing. We'll party. We'll do whatever. Try to enjoy the rest of this fucking pandemic because who knows when it'll be over. But like, yeah, we definitely got to do more Price is Right viewings because the other thing too is
it was fun.
I think running it through Discord would be easier because we had so much lag back and forth. Like,
if we're all watching one stream,
if we're all watching one stream, it'll be easier. But like you running Pluto on your end, me running it on my end, like we kept getting out of sync.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely down for that. And Bergman, 70s dating shows. Now, I will say that we were watching, not you and I, but like I threw it on Match Game from the 70s, and it was just horrific. It was just like brutal, sexist, a lot of misogyny, a lot of
Yeah, I feel like Match Game, Family Feud, like there was a lot of that for those, for those. But like Price is Right, it was like these subtle one-liners that would always come out.
Well, okay, I gotta tell you about this Price is Right that was on the other night. I was it was during what we'll talk about next, which is WrestleMania.
Okay.
It was during WrestleMania. I did not watch WrestleMania. I watched The Price is Right on Pluto because
it was a better choice.
It was so phenomenal. So this one guy gets up there and the brother's Samoan. Okay. And Bob goes, "Are you Samoan?"
Just out the gate with it, huh?
And the guy goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I haven't had good luck with Samoans."
What does that mean?
Apparently,
did he try to headbutt him?
Well, no, any Samoan that apparently, and this is according to Bob,
Okay.
that came up on stage and like shook his hand or tried to give him a kiss or something, hurt him. Like
Hurt
every
Bob?
single, yeah, because they're so strong, supposedly.
I mean,
okay. So what Bob does is this guy is trying to win a car. I think it's a car or a trip or something. Oh no, he was winning he had a grandfather clock.
Oh,
or he had the bar set. So, and if he guessed the number right, he got them both, kind of thing. So he guessed the number, and before Bob revealed the number, he took two of the show ladies and put them in between him and the Samoan. And he said, if you get excited and you win, you attack them first.
Oh my
and you leave me alone. It was wild to see. It was wild to see. And he did end up winning.
Okay.
Didn't hurt anybody.
Sure. I mean, I wouldn't have expected him to.
But then, because he got picked, he got to spin the wheel.
Sure.
Later on. And Bob was just like, don't you break my wheel. I know you're gonna break my wheel. So it was wild to see.
At what point do you think they told Bob to turn it down a little bit? Because I feel like in the night, because I used to watch The Price is Right every single day before I would go to school, because like we had half day kindergarten, so I'd wake up, watch Price is Right, go to school. At that point, it was just very formulaic.
Bergman, I have seen Three's a Crowd. That's a good show. That is a good show as well.
Whereas you go back and you watch those earlier episodes, and I feel like Bob is talking himself into holes.
Oh yes,
and they're
yes.
And like at some point they had to say, Bob, listen.
Bob, listen.
You're getting older. There are rules.
You're getting into weird old man territory. Yeah.
And dude, wasn't that the fucking funniest when he was like, "This is the best game show. It's the most watched game show. Make sure you tell everybody to watch this game show." And like, I was like, okay. So like somebody was doing that before us. I got it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
But yeah, man, holy cow. Those things.
It's a good time. I love the idea of opening up a Discord to everybody and we can all watch together.
Yeah.
I think that will be phenomenal. If you guys think that's a good idea, let us know in the chat, because I like it. And maybe, and you just inspired me a little bit here. Maybe we can do a viewer like once a month or something like that. Don't be an asshole. Where maybe we come up with some stories.
Look at you.
And we let the group decide.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And the Weird Blind Date show on Netflix. No, have not seen that. Just to close that out.
No, but The Bachelor's gay.
Which, hey, good for him.
Right?
How come they don't do a gay Bachelor?
What's up with that?
Yeah. I feel
Was that Peacock? Who's got The Bachelor?
I think it's ABC. It's Disney.
See,
although,
that's
did you
surprising.
just see the new key that Disney's adding?
The new, oh yeah.
They're. I was reading a little bit about that yesterday, and I was like, okay.
They're really jumping in. They're catching up with the times,
which
kind of thing. Hey, good for them. You know.
Can't wait to go back. Really exciting.
You ready to go back?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my god, I've been ready. I've been ready since October.
Been ready.
So where? Oh, Mania.
Yes. So I was watching The Price is Right.
Yeah. So
were you watching WrestleMania?
All right. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had no intention of watching it.
Okay.
I did not watch Saturday as it happened.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because that app is fucking terrible.
The Peacock.
It is. I don't know if I'm. And anybody in chat, please feel free to like jump in on this. When I talk this way, I feel entitled. You know, I feel.
Oh, you are.
I mean, I am. That's very fair. That's very fair. But I feel like when I give these criticisms, I'm the type of person who somebody could look at and be like, "You're just entitled. You're just spoiled. Blah 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 blah. Enjoy what you have."
Okay,
but here's
so let me hear what you have to say.
Okay, And I'm going to go back a little bit.
Okay.
So beginning of March, we found out that the WWE Network was sold to Peacock.
That's right.
$1 billion.
Fucking crazy.
And then at the end of the month, your subscription was going to be over, and you would have to subscribe to Peacock. And everybody said what a great idea this was, and how good it's going to be for the viewers and the customers, because not only are they going to have access to all of this wonderful content from the WWE Network, you're going to have things like Friends and The Office and Cheers.
Norm.
And I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch any of those except for Cheers, but like that's
except for Cheers.
Cool, whatever. And I already got Cheers on Netflix, although I'm going to be canceling that after Army of the Dead or whatever it is. I was like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. And then they came out with that announcement, hey, you get 4 months for $10. I'm like, okay, that's a smart strategy because you want to obviously attract people in, get them on for Mania, boost those numbers for a couple of months, see what happens.
That's right.
People forget,
Yeah, I mean, I fell victim to that promotion.
I felt that I didn't realize once that I was paying for 2 accounts on the WWE Network for like 6 months.
Look how well off you are, sir.
I just it was mostly just poor money management because I wasn't checking my credit card account at the time because I didn't think I was using it. And then when the transfer happened, everybody's like, hey, where's all the Nitros? Where's all the Raws? Where's all this? Where's all that? And they're like, well, we're going to have more content available by SummerSlam. Pretty much all of it. It's like, well, but like I was watching stuff now. Like,
right. And all those podcasts that rely on the network for their content.
Exactly. And like me, like I was in the middle of an ECW rewatch. It's like, now I can't do that. And also, are they going to put ECW on Peacock?
Some on there.
I would. I mean, I could watch December to Dismember if I want to put my head through a wall.
Right.
And then
you're feeling bad about yourself.
Oh, fucking A. And then so everybody on Twitter was complaining about it, and then Mania.
Yes.
And so Saturday, Christy and I, we were actually doing some stuff. We were hanging out a bunch, and then I was in no rush to watch it because I was like, you know what? If I do decide to watch it, I'll just jump in later in the evening, and I'll just start from the beginning. Because at the time, I was like, there's no matches I want to watch on night 2, really, anyways, because like there were no fucking stories for anything. I think like the biggest story outside of any of the title matches for night 1 was the boss's son called this guy stupid, and now they're really mad at each other, so they're gonna fight in a cage.
Dope.
Cool, man. So it was like 9:00, and we were like we were kind of winding down. I was like, I'm gonna go into the office, pop on the cock, kind of see how the show started.
Jump on it. Yeah.
So I went and jumped down the cock.
Yep.
And wouldn't let me rewind. Wouldn't let me start from the beginning.
Oh, you had to go live?
Which was always a feature on the network. Yeah, you had to go live. You could not go back. And I was like, what? I was like, maybe it's an app thing because I've got an old Roku in the office. So I was like, maybe it's a compatibility thing. So I put it up on the computer. Same thing. I was like, what the fuck? So I looked it up, and it was like, you can only rewind and start over on certain devices. And what they meant by that was you cannot rewind or start over when there is a live event happening.
Okay.
Like, you have to wait 15 minutes after the thing airs and ends for it to become active again.
Interesting.
I was like, what the hell? I was like, what? So I was like, okay, so that's going to be like, for me, Central Time starts at 7. Ends 10:30. I was like, all right, maybe I'll like hang out for a little bit.
Right.
And then 10 o'clock. And then 10:15. And then 10:30. And I was like, okay, it's got to be on now, right? So I popped it on, and they were doing a post main event press conference. And I was like, cool. No. So now I know who won the main event because I hadn't even been on Twitter at this point.
Oh, okay. So spoilers.
Like, okay, so that's spoiled. Whatever. And then finally it was like 10:45. It's available. And I started up. and the show had like an hour and a half delay. And I was like, I'm going to bed. Like, I can't. I'm not dealing with this right now.
Right.
Got up the next morning, watched like a couple of matches. I mostly like skimmed through it because, again, I do not follow the current product as closely as I used to. I typically read results. I follow things along as they're happening sometimes on Twitter. So like I got a good idea. Like I knew what all the matches were, but I didn't really know what the stories were behind everything. And then when I watched the matches and saw the highlight packages, I was like, oh, there just are no stories this year.
There's no stories.
No stories. And if most of these matches weren't title matches, they probably wouldn't have any interest, in all honesty.
Right.
Watched night 1, didn't care for it. Night 2, though, we watched live. I asked Christy, I was like, do you mind? And she was like, well, I always want to ask because like I don't want to like hog the TV at that point.
Yeah, well, not only that, but you don't want to subject your significant other to that bullshit. So
I mean, and she, and you know, she's been at those watch parties where, you know, Bergwin, you, myself, sit on the couch,
get yourself a crock pot,
get yourself a crock pot full of wieners and some fucking frozen pizzas. Man, coming in blind for Randy and the Fiend must have been so I knew a little bit of the story behind that, but that motherfucker came out in a box.
Was he over?
He was over in my book because he came out in a box.
Right.
Or no,
came out in a box.
He came out in a box-like structure.
A box-like structure.
It was not a box. It was a box-like structure, according to Michael Cole.
What is
so? So it was actually a Jack in the Box.
Oh, okay.
Which, in my opinion, made total sense because that was like Alexa Bliss's gimmick, and like the Fiend and her got like a thing, and then another thing, and then there's like all these things. So it was a Jack in the Box, and Michael Cole goes, the Fiend coming out in this box-like structure.
I mean, to be fair,
box.
Maybe he's been watching a lot of Pluto, and that box might have lifted to a brand new car.
It could have. But also, to be fair to him, he called every match that weekend.
Oh, he was out of his mind.
He's out of his mind.
Yes.
And he was already starting to lose it. Like, so night 1, the main event, when Bianca Belair pinned Sasha Banks, right after the 3 count, he goes, and a kick out. Sasha kicks out. And, like, Belair's music's playing. The crowd's going nuts. They're making the announcement, and he's still saying that she kicked out.
Oh, good Lord.
And I'm like, does anybody want to get him? And, like, just take him home? Like give the man a nap. And you know, they're running those damn Snickers ads. Give him a fucking Snickers. You know?
Give him a goddamn Snickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we watched night 2. I actually really enjoyed night 2 for what it was. I saw people online like kind of dumping on it, and I was like, that's weird. Like, I don't really know what the issue was. And then I remembered, wrestling fans just suck.
Well, they don't like wrestling.
They don't like wrestling. They don't really like anything.
No,
because like
really.
I was always that's one thing that I never really understood, because when I got to a point where I stopped enjoying Raw,
right,
I stopped watching Raw. And you know what? I enjoyed the product much more because of it.
Hang on, I'm glad
you are all over the place.
I'm just gonna refresh real quick.
You refresh. I'll finish off my story. So like it's and this is something that I see a lot of, because like Axe and I, being former wrestlers ourselves, like we have a lot of ties with
yes, we did that.
The wrestling industry. So like I see a lot of people tweeting about it. Like I follow a lot of that stuff, and it's just like constant hate for no reason sometimes. And so that was a bit of a turnoff for me. And I was like, I just don't get it. You know, like why? Like I know that like things can be like really bad and like really shitty, and it sucks being a fan and getting like it sucks being a fan and getting a bad product.
Right.
You know, like when you pay with time and money for something. But it's like constantly now. And it's like, at what point as a fan do you stop following things you don't enjoy and start promoting things you do enjoy? Or start going to stuff that you enjoy?
Well, I think that's a lot of the culture, just kind of in general today, not to get on my proverbial soapbox
it
here.
Is. It is. It very much is.
But I think it's nobody. It's much easier, and you get more of a reaction from society in general when you hate on something versus finding things that you actually enjoy.
Right.
So
yeah,
is what it is. But everybody here loves this show.
Everybody here loves this show.
There's not a negative thing that you can say about this show that we don't already know about.
Absolutely, yes. Which is why, if you're watching again, you should subscribe to this channel because we have so much more to come. But something I actually want to get you into.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, well, I got you into The Price is Right.
You brought me back into The Price is Right.
I brought you back in.
I think we need to do another show.
Another show?
I think. Okay, but hang on.
Okay, so the internet has not had enough of us.
No,
yet.
No, not yet. So we've already got the brunch show coming.
The Sunday brunch is coming.
Sunday brunch with Brainwreck. We've got Girl Pockets, which is going to be Blake K and Christy K's
some
show
goddamn
coming
diversity
out.
on this channel.
Yes, we do. I owe her a match on the next game stream, by the way.
Yes,
she was calling me out for that, and I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And so there was a trailer that came out today. And if I recall correctly, you said you have never seen any of the Fast and the Furious movies.
I have not seen any of the Fast and the Furious movies.
Fucking love this. Is okay. Chat, hold on real quick, because I don't want anybody jumping in, dropping knowledge, and spoiling stuff here. Do you have in your mind?
Yes.
What is the Fast and Furious about?
I think it's just a rehash of that Nick Cage movie. But with Vin Diesel.
Okay.
Yeah.
They came out around the same time, so it was like sort of in parallel.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, but so just a movie about cars.
Heisting cars.
Oh, heisting cars. Okay.
Well, yeah, that was a heist movie.
Okay.
And I see trailers of things getting blown up, which happen in heist movies.
Okay.
So
and Bergman, no, this is not your doing. This is something I actually had an idea for a year and a half ago. And this is something that when the trailer came out 2 years ago, before it was delayed.
Vin Diesel is fantastic as Groot.
Vin Diesel has a lane and he sticks in it. No pun intended. Yeah, but Bergman, this idea was already on the stove before you told me that there was a new trailer. Okay, so it's a heist movie with cars, correct?
Yeah, kind of like The Italian Job.
Okay.
But with better cars.
You're not far off.
And worse acting.
Okay. Yeah. You're not far off. And yes, I did make Christy watch all 7 so we could go see the 8th one in the theater. And we're going to do it again. But this time it's going to be you and me.
Okay, so you want me to watch these fucking car movies, is what you're trying to say.
There's 8 movies we're going to watch.
There's 8 fucking movies?
Yes. But here's do you know anything about the new movie coming out?
I didn't know there was one.
I fucking love this idea. I'm an amazing content creator. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to pick a time to watch the first movie together.
Okay.
We're going to find time. I know you're moving, I'm moving. It's going to get busy. Listen, we're going to find the time.
It'll happen this year.
It'll happen this year. It's going to have to happen before summer.
Oh, fuck. We have to do this before the goddamn new movie comes out?
We've got like 20 hours of movies to watch. It's got to happen. Listen, it's for the network, okay?
All right. Look what I'm doing for you people. If you don't fucking subscribe right now, I mean, I'm going to be beside myself.
So what we're going to do is we're going to watch the first movie.
Okay.
We'll do a show.
Are we streaming? Or are we just watching on our own?
We'll figure that out, but we'll do.
Okay.
Maybe what we'll do is
June 25th is the release date. So
Maybe,
I got to watch 8 fucking movies before June 25th?
Maybe not that soon. Maybe we don't have to go see it right away. Or maybe you don't have to go see it right away. I'll go see it, like, probably immediately.
Okay.
We can do this offline and then post it. They don't need to be. It doesn't need to be like an hour-long episode. I mean, for fuck.
Okay.
I mean, listen, I could talk an hour long about a Fast and
You
Furious
love these
movie.
fucking movies, don't you?
They're so fucking stupid. It's so stupid, and I love them. I don't know why. I've got the box set. Just, I'm all for it. But we'll watch the first movie. We'll do an episode. What I do want to do, though, and I think this is going to be important, is we're going to have to do a live reaction. I mean, we don't need to do it live. We can do it on the show. But we're going to get a live reaction of you watching the most recent trailer after watching the first movie.
Just the first movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is the type of franchise where if you watch the first movie and then watch the trailer for the newest movie coming out,
right,
it's your mind's going to be blown.
Okay.
I mean, just and that's all I'll say. Crazier still. Wait, the new movie has a wait.
What the fuck?
Wait. Ryan Bergman with some knowledge. The new movie has got a 3-hour runtime.
I'm not watching a 3-hour fucking movie.
Motherfucker, you watched an entire Star Wars marathon 10 times.
Yeah, that's good.
No, it's not. Like, you got to
most of it.
Listen, we could do a... There are less Fast and Furious movies than there are Star Wars movies. And the Fast and Furious franchise is way better than Star Wars.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bold.
It is very bold. And I will fight anybody on a hill or a parking lot.
So you can push them?
So I can push them down a hill. Push them down a hill?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Rumored runtime for Fast 9 is 3 hours.
Is The Rock in this movie?
Oh, no, but there's a spinoff.
There's a spinoff?
There's a spinoff movie with The Rock.
Scorpion 2?
No.
The Scorpion King?
So like The Rock basically took over the Fast and Furious franchise.
When that guy died, right?
No, before that.
Oh, before that.
Like the moment, like here's the thing. The moment The Rock shows up in this, and when we go and watch all the movies,
okay,
you'll understand what I'm saying. But the moment The Rock shows up on screen, the Fast and the Furious franchise immediately becomes his. He owns it. So much so that I'm pretty sure they had to give him his own spin-off series just so Vin Diesel could basically take it back.
Oh, okay.
Lord of the Rings extended cuts are the only movies I could ever watch that were more than 3 hours. You know what movie I never want to see again? Any of the Lord of the Rings.
He's not a fan.
I'm not okay, here's the thing. The first one is watchable.
First one's good.
The first one is watchable. It's a fun little adventure thing. I was just getting into D&D at the time when I saw it. So like, hey, good. The other two, you could cut both of those movies down to an hour and you wouldn't miss a fucking thing.
You're probably not wrong. Two Towers is real long.
Yeah.
And you're just like, like, I didn't understand half the things that were happening in that movie. And granted, I don't really pay attention to much. So, like, I know there was a wizard. He was good. And then he was bad. And then they fought him.
They just left him there, too.
I know.
Like, they literally leave the big bad sitting in a tower. And then they never go back to him. Like, did he escape? Like, is he dead? Are they fucking just, like, smashing his head in? Like, what's happening?
I'm pretty sure he got a lightsaber and became a count.
I don't like that either. Bergman's franchise is Saw. I mean, a lot of people like Saw. I've never watched any of the Saw movies because
I watched the first one. That was fucked up.
I watched the scene where the dude was cutting his foot off in the first one when that came out, and like I was watching it in study hall in high school. I think it was senior year, and I almost passed out. So I was like, I'm good. I'm
fantastic.
I'm really good. I'm good.
It's a story filled with allegories. Listen, man, I'm about to move to Florida. Don't talk to me about some allegories.
I was wondering if you were come up with a fucking alligator reference.
Goddamn right it was.
Wait, what are you complaining about? I didn't even make you watch the extended versions. I'm aware.
Wow,
they were still too long.
You're a real dick.
What do you mean? I mean, I'm a dick.
You're a dick.
Listen,
she did you a favor, and you spat in her tea.
I did. Listen, sir. I spat in nobody's
goblet.
Tea. This is I
elven blood necklace thing that makes you live forever. Whatever the fuck that was.
What? I was a holdout on the Lord of the Rings for a very long time.
You're until marriage guy, huh?
I was. I mean, it was up until no, I was actually like not until pandemic guy, because it was the middle of the pandemic, right?
Much like anybody that was holding out for marriage.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I said much like everybody else that was holding out for marriage until the pandemic hit. You know what else you can do?
What else are you gonna do? We had nothing else going on, and I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll give him a shot. So we watched them like back-to-back weekends or something like that. And again, like I did enjoy the first one for what it was. Not really my cup of tea, but I didn't hate it.
There was excitement.
There was much more excitement, and I'll say the battle scenes. The battle scenes in the other movies were fun because they were battle scenes. But like, cut the rest out. I didn't need it.
What was interesting, it was like, I'm like, why are these orcs like not really that powerful? Like they're made from clay. Wonder Woman's made from clay. She's unstoppable. Basically, they were like harvesting the wall or some bullshit.
I thought they were just like
mud. They were like mud babies.
I thought they were just like fossil people. Kind of like they were hibernating.
Does anyone in the chat know?
What's the deal? What's the deal with the orcs, man?
What's the deal with the orc? Like,
did I like?
Where
I like.
Is there a stork? Where do the orcs
storks for
from?
the orcs? An orc stork?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
What's the deal?
Yeah. What is?
Do they like eggs?
Do orcs lay eggs?
And who were the fuckers that were like they were like basically the incubators, and like when the orcs like popped out, like ate them or like beat them to fucking death or some bullshit. And like
things?
What?
The Matrix pods?
No, I know how those work. That's real life. But I'm talking about like the mud things, like the people that were like harvesting the orcs out of the mud. Like as soon as the orcs came out, like they did like fucking beat them to death or some shit. I'm like, who wants that job? Like,
was that the extended version? Because I don't remember that.
Are they in the Union? Wait,
that's a word I don't know how to say.
I think.
Oh, combination of orcs and goblins and men. That makes sense. I actually remember that now. That was a thing that happened in that movie that I watched for 18 hours.
I have no idea what anyone's talking about.
You just asked, I think, and
I asked where orcs came from, and nobody has given me a solid answer.
Well, like first, like there was
they get born out of the eye.
Well, there was a big bang.
Okay,
and then everybody was like a little piece of bacteria.
Right.
And like the bacteria just kept like eating into each other, and then eventually it grew up into a fish. And then
wait, did the bacteria break rule number 1?
I mean, at that point, I don't know.
How does that work?
I mean, it's just I don't know, man. Like I don't think that much about science.
We're all the same, folks. Is what we're trying to say. Like,
none of this is
we're all
real.
into this together.
Orcs were fallen elves. I love how we're actually like Satchel's like legitimately giving us answers for everything we're trying to figure out right now, and we're just like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like everything's just fake.
They were tortured elves. By what? Like they're in our conscience? Like what? What do we mean?
That their own thoughts. I mean, like.
So wait, they're just slaughtering like elves in those battle scenes? Like, could they be like okay?
I mean,
so
that's how I mean, based on the chat, that's how I understand it.
So there's no forgiveness. There's no redemption. You're a fallen elf. You're a fallen elf. Like you can't be like rehabilitated from an orc.
I mean, you want
like how does this work?
You want to try to rehabilitate a demon?
Well, I mean, are we just saying that they're a lost cause? That they're just to be slaughtered?
Wait, are you proposing that the Lord of the Rings series should have had an orc rehabilitation program?
I mean, that would have been better.
I mean, I that's a movie I would watch. They explain all of this in the movies. Listen, clearly we didn't pay attention. I mean, I think
Can we get a Dr. Drew for the orcs? Get them all in rehab.
Oh my god, that would be a fun time.
That's
right?
a fucking show.
That would be a show that I would watch. Orcs going through fucking rehabilitation process.
So I guess we got to watch these fucking car movies, though, right?
Dude, okay, like it's gonna be so worth it.
Is it?
Christy, let them know how worth it was, because it was worth it. I'm telling you, man.
Anyone in the chat who's seen these fucking car movies, let me know if
you need to broaden your horizons. You need to try new things. You need to be open to new ideas. You know, try it out.
I mean, that's fair.
That's try it out, man. We'll have to find time because like you're moving in a month. Are you still moving in a month? Yeah, you're moving in a month.
Fuck if I know. Nobody tells me anything.
I mean, you're still slated to move in a month.
My moving pod will be here next weekend, and I am so unprepared,
bro.
I can't even tell you.
It is terrifying.
It is horrible.
Yeah,
moving is the shits. Don't ever do it. Don't ever have dreams. Don't ever have ambitions. Stay where you are.
Yeah, our date got pushed back by a month.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have a month to get packed up and all that. And then we really only have like a month to move in, which, it is what it is.
I have less than a week to move in. So fuck your month.
You're doing great, man. You're doing great. I've actually, I made the conscious decision that starting this weekend, I'm going to start tearing more of my stuff down.
Good.
Yeah.
I should have started sooner.
Such a fucking fuck you response. Yeah, good. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you should. You should have started yesterday.
I probably should have started yesterday. I actually probably should have done more this weekend.
I am out of time and I'm freaking the fuck out. I have so many things. I'm looking at all the things and I'm just like, there's not enough time. I need some orcs. I need to hire a hand. Yeah. I need something.
The children listening, watching, have a plan. That's basically what we're getting to.
Have a plan.
Have a plan for all of this. Like if you have a goal that you're trying to achieve, do one thing every weekend. Do a little bit at a time.
A little bit at a time.
Because like I was looking around again like the other day, and I was like, yeah, it's time. It's time to just start boxing it all up. Like because the other thing too was like so my brother's coming down next month. He's actually coming down the weekend we close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was joking with him before, and I was like, oh, this is great. You get to help us move. And I was like, I know, just kidding. But now I'm like, you might actually have to help us move now.
You might have to help us move.
Yeah, you might actually have to help us move.
Don't take your coat off yet. I've got a couch.
Yeah.
That we just gotta
take this box, bring it out to the truck. Yeah.
Yeah, on your way out.
So, but like with him coming down, I wanted to have like the apartment a little lively, have some stuff up, have some stuff out on display,
right?
Talking pieces, stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm like, I'll show him the boxes. I'll be like, yeah, check this out. I got a lot of cool turtles. It's very fun.
Right.
Which, by the way, speaking of turtles,
yes,
the audacity that somebody had today to send me probably the rudest meme I've ever been sent before.
Really?
So I was sitting around working,
as you do,
like taking a little bit of a break, watching some stuff on YouTube, and then suddenly my phone dings and it's Christy.
Okay,
and she sends me a meme, and it's the Ninja Turtles logo.
Okay,
and in the text it says, "I'm actually in my 30s." And I was just like,
I love it.
I was like,
good job, Christy.
I mean, and like, okay, yes, I literally had just watched the new trailer for the video game coming out in a couple of months and got really excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, what the fuck? You know?
Don't grow up too fast,
Just
Kevin.
over here trying to live my life, okay? Just trying. But all of it's got to get boxed up now. Like that's kind of where, yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're moving next weekend. The pod comes, then we close the following week, and the fucking pod takes 9 fucking days to get down to where we need to go. So
yeah, it's because they got to transport it, then they got to put it at the warehouse, then they got to make sure it's good, and then they got to ship it out.
That's right. So I just bought a padlock. I bought ratchet straps.
So you get some come-alongs.
Got some come-alongs. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
And I just hope that like we can make it all fit. Because if it don't fit,
did you get the big one?
I didn't get the big one. I got the big one. So I got the 16-footer, which I think is what you got when you moved, right?
I think I got a bigger one.
There's not a bigger one. So
there's not a bigger one?
There's not a bigger one.
Okay, yeah, then I got the 16-footer.
You got the 16-footer. So I'm like trying to remember what you had in yours.
You guys didn't fill it up all the way.
No.
You only took all the boxes that I had in my dining room.
Yes.
We filled that fucker. And we still had more.
Wow.
And realistically, we did have space. We probably had space to put everything we needed. Like, I should have put way more in there than what we actually did.
So you didn't Tetris it?
No. It wasn't that we didn't Tetris it. It was that we got to a point where...
Should called Pat.
Yeah, probably could have. But no, it wasn't a Tetrising issue. The issue was time and car space. Because for whatever reason... Like, it was just poor planning on my part, realistically. Yeah, it's basically what it came. Thanks. That's basically what it came down to. You fucking dick. We could have fit a lot more in there, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just we ran out of time, and because of that, we had to just abandon a bunch of stuff.
Right. So, I mean, I'm gonna have to do that more than likely.
And you know what? For some things, it probably won't be a bad thing, but then I think back about it, and I was like, there's probably a few things that, we just tossed that I was now like, maybe I wish I still had that. But, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not any worse for not having that stuff anymore.
Well, there you go. And in the end, it just all weighs you down.
Yeah.
Just all weighs you down.
But you know what won't weigh you down?
What's that?
This channel, which is why everybody watching should like, share, and subscribe to YouTube, Brainwreck TV. That's the place to be. Brainwreck Show across all social media platforms. Listen, folks, we are growing this channel like any way we can.
That's
so
right.
Be on the lookout for the internet's favorite game show tomorrow night, which is Thursday.
Tomorrow night.
10 o'clock Eastern, we go live. Blakely K comes on board. Christy comes on board. We play a little game called Don't Be an Asshole.
Don't do it.
Where we read off some stories
but show up.
Show up, yeah. But it's where we read off some stories from the Reddit thread. Am I the asshole? We make some judgments. We have some laughs. We play some games. It's a good time. Chat gets involved, so if you want to be part of the chat, tune in. You get to vote if we have a tie or a need for a tiebreaker.
That's right. Comes down to you.
Yeah, it comes down to you. And then much more going on in the next couple of weeks, so be sure to...
We've pitched so many ideas on the show tonight.
The Fast and the Furiouses, so much more.
Sunday brunch. Girl Pockets. Coming soon. It's going to be great.
Pockets for all, so yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to do it.
I think so.
Yeah, holy shit.
All right. Yeah, look at that.
I didn't even finish my beer. We talk so much.
Well, I mean, you spilled half of it.
I did spill half of it at the start of the show, so there's that.
Well, there you go. So for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.